Hi everyone! Recently, one of my students, Naomi, asked me for a song suggestion. She wanted to learn a song in English that would help her feel motivated because studying another language is difficult. Yes, yeah, it is for me. So I thought this was such a good idea because music is a really fun way to learn another language because you can have fun singing, but you can also learn the lyrics, and by learning the lyrics, you learn new words and phrases. So I want to share with you the first song that I shared with Naomi. It's called Keep Your Head Up by Andy Grammer. I will explain the lyrics, but first I think it would be good to listen to it one time while reading the lyrics. If you want to skip ahead to the explanation of the lyrics, you can do so. Okay, here we go.
Whoa, hey, whoa. I've been waiting on the sunset, bills on my mindset. I can't deny it, getting higher, higher than my income. Income's breadcrumbs. I've been trying to survive. The glow that the sun gets right around sunset helps me to realize that this is just a journey. Drop your worries, you are gonna turn out fine. Oh, you turn out fine. Fine, oh, you turn out fine. But you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey, 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 hey. I got my hands in my pockets, kicking these rocks. It's kinda hard to watch this life go by. I'm buying into skeptics, skeptics mess with the confidence in my eyes. I'm seeing all the angles, thoughts get tangled. I start to compromise my life and my purpose. Is it all worth it? Am I gonna turn out fine? Oh, you turn out fine. Fine, oh, you turn out fine. But you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey, hey, hey. Only rainbows after rain, the sun will always come again, and it's a circle, circling around again. It comes around again. I say only rainbows after rain, the sun will always come again, and it's a circle, circling around again. It comes around, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. And keep your head up, and you can let your head down. And keep your head up, and you can let your head down. And keep your head up, and you can let your head down. Listen, oh, no, 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 no.
Okay, so now you've heard the song and read the lyrics one time. Let's talk about what the lyrics mean. Let's look at the very beginning. He says, I've been waiting on a sunset, bills on my mindset. I can't deny they're getting high, higher than my income, income's breadcrumbs. I've been trying to survive. So let's take this little by little. He starts by saying, bills on my mindset. This is the same as saying, I have bills on my mind. If we say that something is on our mind, it means that we're thinking about it. So he is thinking about his bills. He has many things that he has to pay. He says, I can't deny they're getting high. So it means that they're very expensive. They're becoming expensive, all of his bills. Higher than my income. The amount of money that his bills cost is higher than the money he is making. because his income is breadcrumbs. In English, when we say something is breadcrumbs, we mean that it's very small, very little. You don't have bread, you only have breadcrumbs. So his income, the money that he's making, is very small. He's trying to survive. He also talks about a sunset in this first part. He says, the glow that the sun gets right around sunset helps me to realize this is just a journey. Drop your worries. You are going to turn out fine. So even though he has so many bills and they're so expensive, when he sees the sunset, the glow from the sunset, and he sees that it's very beautiful, he realizes, he understands that life is a long journey. There are many, many steps. Maybe this moment, when he has these high bills, is just one part of a journey. So he says, drop your worries, stop worrying. You are going to turn out fine. It's going to be okay. So now let's talk about the chorus. He sings, but you got to keep your head up, oh, and you can let your hair down, eh. There's two interesting phrases here. Keep your head up and let your hair down. What do those mean? In English, we say to someone, keep your head up. And what it means is stay positive. We often say this to someone if they are having a stressful time or a difficult time, and we want them to try to stay positive and still try to work hard. I think it's similar in Japanese when you say "頑張ってください" to someone who is having a difficult time. So he's talking about all these bills that he has. They're very expensive, but he's saying, keep your head up. I got to keep my head up. I have to stay positive. This next phrase, you can let your hair down. What does that mean? In English, we say let your hair down to mean relax. Don't feel so stressed. Maybe stop worrying about what everyone else is thinking. Let your hair down. Relax. So keep your head up, stay positive, let your hair down. Just be yourself and relax. Okay, let's talk about verse number 2. So he sings, I got my hands in my pockets, kicking these rocks. It's kind of hard to watch this life go by. So if you imagine him on a road with his hands in his pockets, kicking rocks as he walks, the image is of someone who is very unmotivated, who's maybe sad or depressed and has nothing else to do, just walking down the road, kicking rocks with hands in his pockets. It sounds not very positive. He says, I'm buying into skeptics. Skeptics mess with the confidence in my eyes. So if someone is a skeptic, it means that they don't believe in you. They don't have much confidence in you. So if he's buying into skeptics, buying into something means believing. So there are people who doubt him, and he's starting to believe them. Maybe he's losing his self-confidence and buying into skeptics. And the skeptics mess with the confidence in my eyes. This is not a common phrase, the confidence in my eyes, but what it means is the confidence that I feel, my self-confidence. Jishin, I think, it's starting to mess that up. He says, I'm seeing all the angles, thoughts get tangled. I start to compromise my life and my purpose. Is it all worth it? Am I going to turn out fine? So he says, I'm seeing all the angles. And so he's not just staying positive and focusing on his dream. He's thinking about every single angle, all the negative possibilities, all the things that the skeptics might say. He's seeing all of that. And then his thoughts get tangled. If you think of something getting tangled, we often think about hair getting tangled when you can't get a tangle out, or string getting all tangled up. It's like he has all these thoughts and they're getting all tangled up and he doesn't know how to make them clear again. I start to compromise my life and my purpose. He starts to maybe do things that aren't exactly what he wants. He's not being the person he wants to be because he's starting to doubt himself. He's losing his self-confidence. And he's asking, is it all worth it? I'm working very hard, but my life is difficult. Should I continue doing all this hard work? Am I going to turn out fine? Am I going to be okay? The last part of the song I want to talk about is when he says, only rainbows after rain, the sun will always come again. And it's a circle circling. So here he's saying that after a difficult time, there will be a positive time. So we think of rain sometimes as a gloomy time, a sad time, but after the rain, there might be a beautiful rainbow. So right now, when he's singing the song, he might feel like he's stuck in the rain, but he's trying to remember that when the rain stops, there might be a rainbow and the sun will always come out again. It's not going to rain forever. And then he says, and it's a circle circling. And so he's talking about how life is a cycle and we go through it over and over. So we might have a difficult time and then we get over it and we feel better. And then we might have another difficult time, but after that, there will be a rainbow and the sun will come out again. So he realizes that he's at one point in the cycle, but that it's going to continue and that it will get better. So that is all for those song lyrics. As you continue studying English, I hope that you keep your head up and you let your hair down. Have a good time, sing a song. You can do it. Bye.